What's up, your boy, a guy named Ty, reporting live from the very first episode of the MITM podcast. Now, what is MITM? What does it stand for? Why does it matter? Okay. MITM stands for many things. I like to say many things in the making. um, yeah, take M and then in the making. Whatever that M may be at the time, in the making, because this life is a journey. Now, I was homeschooled for my high school life, and because of this, I ended up actually exploring many different avenues and many different aspects of myself. Because of this exploration, I had so many different things that I really enjoyed doing. There are so many different things that occupied my time, where I didn't want to just have to tie myself to one thing. So I needed a banner. I needed a mantra, a saying, a credo that would encompass the multiple aspects and the diverse aspects of the things that I enjoyed in life. So I've always been a musician, and I see music as a journey. So even when I was working on my first studio album at 14, I saw myself as a musician in the making, because I was in the process of making the music. And I don't think that you ever stop being a musician or trying to be a musician or developing out your skills as a musician. You're always a musician in the making, because you're always becoming a better vessel for music to operate through. I loved doing parkour. In fact, I like doing many sports, but I ended up going into parkour as something that I really enjoyed. And so muscles in the making was kind of my fitness credo for a very long time. This is way before Release the Beast Fitness, and that came to me in a dream. But this one was muscles in the making, because right now I was an absolutely skinny guy, so skinny. Like, and y'all's probably seen pictures or videos of my before and after pictures, where I literally look like a twig. And the mantra was muscles in the making, because hang on, my muscles are loading. It's going to take some time. And it actually took me almost 7 years to get to a fitness place that I was happy and satisfied and not feeling like a skinny twig anymore. Then we went over to Man in the Making. And actually, before Man in the Making, it was, tied to Man in the Making. There's this book called The King, Magician, Warrior, and Lover. It's a book on masculinity, because as I was aging and growing, as I was leaving my teenage years and stepping into adulthood, I didn't quite know what it meant to be a man. I had so many questions. I started listening to Robert Bly on YouTube and reading these different books and listening to poetry and looking for men's meetup groups and all this different stuff, just to have a better understanding on what does it mean to be a man and what does it mean to be good at being a man. And magician in the making is one of the aspects of men's psyche, developing out your inner magician, which I really thought was cool aspect from that book. I believe it's going from the Oedipal child to the magician and the man. And as I was on this journey of looking at more and more aspects of masculinity, I actually went to this one book, which it's kind of funny that it goes by, it literally is MITM, but it was Manhood in the Making by David D. Gilmore. And I was like, whoa, someone else also cares about this concept of in the making. and they literally call it Manhood in the Making, which is MITM. I thought was really, really cool, something that I really was tied to at the time. Another one that was extremely important to me, and that many of you may even be following this podcast and following, joining the club, I should say, joining the MITM club, is Millionaires in the Making. Because we all deserve to have freedom in our lives. And so many times having adequate finances or having our money stacked up a certain way can grant us certain freedoms. I mean, you could be broke and free, but you may not have as many choices to live the way that you want to, right? You could have $1 million in the bank and live extremely humbly. Or you could have your multiple millions in the bank and have a little more options with how you want to live, You don't just have to take what anyone else says, what anyone else wants to give you. You don't have to live based on handouts. But the way the economy is going, I think MITM is now a baseline. Okay, you need to be a millionaire as a baseline. Now we're trying to get to multiple millions, but Millionaire in the Making was a huge one. And as I was going on this journey, as I'm still going on this journey, I wanted to get a tattoo. I actually was going to get MITM tattooed on me. I was going to get it on my forearm as a reminder that I'm always on a journey. Now, why do I say that? Why do I say a reminder that I'm always on a journey? Well, in the making is the journey, simply because it never actually comes. When are you a good man? When are you done being a good man? You're never done being a good man. You're never done becoming a better man. When are you done being a musician? You're never done being a musician. You're always becoming a finer tuned instrument for music to be conducted through, to be the vessel for music to experience itself in this world. When are you done being a millionaire? Well, you're not. You're never done being a millionaire. You could lose all your money tomorrow and have to make it all back. When are you done being a mentor? When are you done being magic and all the different M's? Like, I have so many different stories for each concept and idea of what MITM is and how it came to be, There's so many different M's that brought us here. But you're never done. Now, eventually it will be done. Eventually. Let's say you do reach a certain goal. You say, hey, I want to be a musician, but my goal is to hit this thing, and then I'm going to chill. I made it. Well, you just cross it out. You cross out the I and the T. Now you're a musician made. Hey, you made your first million. Hey, you're a millionaire made. Hey, you reach your fitness goal. Hey, man, your muscles are made, baby. Now it's time to maintain them. Maybe you reached a certain level mentoring folks. Hey, you're a mentor made. Congratulations. I loved that idea of crossing it out. Cross the IT out and you made it. But what I was going to do with the tattoo that I was looking at getting was that I was going to get in my will. I was going to add something in my will that says when I die is when you can cross it out. You can cross the IT out. Because at that point, well, my growth then stops. My growth never ends until I'm dead and in the ground. Until then, I always have the space and capacity and the opportunity to continue growing to being something more powerful. To become a better man. To become a better mentor. to become a better musician, to make another million, and to be a multimillionaire in the making. To maintain my muscles. I hope I'm not repeating myself. But all of that was the core idea behind MITM for myself. Creating out the credo, creating out the way of life, creating out this way of being, to create the state of being. And now, the MITM Club is for those multifaceted people, is for those driven, ambitious individuals that are excited to be on the journey, that are excited for the day, well, when the day does come that you can cross it out, you can cross that goal out and celebrate. Or for those who know that the journey never actually ends, you're never done until you die. And they choose to happily embrace that with open arms. That is what MITM stands for. That is what this club is about. It goes way beyond finance. It goes way beyond fitness. It goes way beyond lifestyle. It's a holistic approach. It's a holistic approach to life. So that being said, welcome to the MITM Club.